In the modern world, focus is the new currency. It is the dividing line between the dreamers and the achievers. We all know the feeling. You sit down to work on a project. You tell yourself, I am going to crush this. But 10 minutes later, you are scrolling through social media. You are checking emails that don't matter. You are staring out the window, brain-fogged and tired. We tend to blame our willpower. We tell ourselves we are just lazy. But what if I told you that your lack of focus isn't a character flaw? It is a biological signaling problem. Your brain is a high-performance engine. If you don't give it the right fuel, the right environment, and the right maintenance, it will stall. In this video, we are going to rebuild your attention span from the ground up. We will cover the crucial role of sunlight, the specific minerals and vitamins like B12 that your brain is starving for, and the psychological techniques to lock in laser focus. Welcome to the inner mind. Let's sharpen your vision. Before we talk about hacks or apps, we have to talk about biology. Focus begins the moment you wake up. The most powerful drug for focus isn't caffeine, it is light. Your brain runs on a circadian rhythm. When you wake up, your body needs a signal to start producing cortisol, not the stress kind, but the wake up and go kind, and dopamine. The best way to trigger this is sunlight. Neuroscientists suggest getting sunlight in your eyes within the first hour of waking up. This sets a timer in your brain. It tells your body to be alert now, and importantly, it helps you sleep better 16 hours later. If you start your day in the dark, looking at a phone screen, you are telling your biology to stay in a sluggish, half-asleep state. But biology isn't just about the start of the day, it's about rhythm. The human brain is not designed to focus for 8 hours straight. We operate on ultra-radian rhythms, cycles of about 90 minutes of high alertness followed by 20 minutes of fatigue. If you try to push through that fatigue, you enter the junk focus zone. Instead, work for 90 minutes, then step away. Respect the rhythm, and your focus will return stronger. Now, let's look under the hood. You cannot drive a Ferrari on empty, and you cannot expect high-level cognitive function if your brain is nutrient deficient. Let's talk about the specific fuels your brain needs to hold attention. First, vitamin B12. This is non-negotiable. B12 is essential for maintaining the myelin sheath. Think of this as the insulation around your brain's electrical wires. If that insulation wears down, signals get slow and static. A deficiency in B12 leads directly to brain fog, memory loss, and fatigue. If you are plant-based, supplementation is crucial, but everyone should check their levels. Next, magnesium and zinc. Magnesium is the master mineral. It calms the nervous system. If you are agitated and anxious, you cannot focus. Magnesium helps regulate neurotransmitters, keeping you calm but alert. Zinc, on the other hand, is vital for the communication between neurons. And we cannot forget omega-3 fatty acids. Your brain is 60% fat. Omega-3s, found in fish oil or algae, are the building blocks of brain cells. They reduce inflammation, which is a silent killer of focus. Finally, hydration and electrolytes. Sometimes you aren't losing focus, you're just dehydrated. Even a 2% drop in hydration can lead to significant cognitive decline. But water isn't enough. You need electrolytes, specifically sodium and potassium, to keep the electrical charges in your brain firing. Always consult with a doctor before starting a new supplement routine. But remember, a well-fed brain is a focused brain. We've covered the biology and the chemistry, and we're about to get into the specific psychological techniques to lock your focus in. But quickly, if you're finding value in this breakdown and you want to continue optimizing your life, your mind, and your potential, please take a second to hit the subscribe button and like this video. It helps our community grow and ensures you don't miss our next deep dive into the human mind. Thank you for being here. Now, let's talk about behavior. You have the light and you have the nutrients. Now, how do you do the work? The biggest enemy of focus is context switching. We think we are multitasking, but we're not. We're just switching our attention rapidly between tasks. Every time you switch from a document to an email, there's a cognitive penalty. It takes your brain nearly 20 minutes to get back to full focus after a distraction. To never lose your focus, you must adopt monotasking. Here's a technique to try today: the 5-minute rule. Procrastination usually happens because the task feels too big, which causes pain in the brain. So tell yourself, I will just do this for 5 minutes. Once you start, the dopamine from making progress usually kicks in and you'll keep going. Also, control your auditory environment. Silence is gold, but for many, it's too quiet. Try using binaural beats, specifically in the alpha or beta frequencies. These sound waves can help entrain your brain into a state of flow. And finally, remove the friction. Put your phone in another room. Turn off notifications. Make it harder to be distracted than it is to work. Your brain is lazy. It will choose the path of least resistance. Make focus the easiest path. Let's recap what we've learned today to ensure you carry this into your life. 1. Biology comes first. Get sunlight in your eyes in the morning to set your rhythm and respect your body's need for rest every 90 minutes. 2. Fuel the vessel. Ensure you're getting enough vitamin B12 for nerve health, magnesium for calmness, omega-3s for structure, and stay hydrated with electrolytes. 3. Protect your attention. Stop multitasking. Use the 5-minute rule to start and use tools like binaural beats to stay in the zone. Focus is not a magical gift that some people are born with. It is a muscle. It is a biological state that you can engineer. If you treat your mind with respect, feed it what it needs, and train it with discipline, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Don't let the world steal your attention. It's the most valuable thing you own. Thank you for watching The Inner Mind. Stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.